So this is Real Talk. Today is October 7th, and I am recognizing that some of us truly are called to be trailblazers and to break molds. If you don't understand Kairos divine appointments and times, if you don't understand that God moves in mysterious ways, you're not going to get with this. But for those of you who do, you're going to resonate with this, and I hope that you resonate with this to the point where you are able to move and be and move as who you are, as what God created you to do, to be the mover and the shaker. And what's very powerful about when God made you to be the mover and the shaker is that you really just have to be. It ain't a whole lot of moving and shaking that you gotta put forth with strenuous effort. It's just an awareness and an authority that you walk in on the path that He's called you to. It's called, He's ordered your steps. It's called obedience. It's called obedience brings about reward. It's obedience brings about breakthrough. So you have to be who you are. You cannot be afraid of her or him. You have to exercise that right that God has given you and walk in that authority. And that is never going to be easy. Never. Why is that? Because there are always things that are challenging the different. Everything wants to be complacent. Our inner calls for change, but our humanity wants things to stay the same. But let's face the music. No matter how advantageous you may think it is to not ruffle the feathers, to not be seen as different, I promise you, it's always better to just be who you are. Just be who you are. And I just want you to know that it's a very powerful thing when you can do that. Because you are allowing God to be. You're allowing Him to be through you. He wants to manifest Himself in the earth through you. So you gotta walk that out. Today is October 7th, 2025. When I had my daughter, October 6, 2018, I never knew that she would become a type of catalyst for my breakthrough. Her even coming into the space to form within me was very powerful, because I absolutely love children and I wanted children, so many of them. But when my brother passed in 2000 at 6 years old, I couldn't fathom bringing children into a space, having an understanding that they could also leave here. So for years, I shut off my love for children, my dream of having children. I even married someone who could not have children. And long story short, here comes Noah, which means movement. That was my declaration. Whatever had me stuck, I would be stuck no longer. October 6th. Not realizing it, I actually had been holding my breath in a way. I gotta get past 6. I gotta get her past it. Here we are at 7. The number of completion. October 7th. she just turned 7. This is not by accident. Numbers are very powerful. They resonate within our world. And if we pay attention to them, God will speak to us. There's something about myself where I have been aware and evolved into very aware, into keenly aware that I have carried generational things. Not to just carry them though, but to find a space to drop them, to create breakthrough. The year that my brother died, he was 6. 3, a number of creativity, confirmation. 3 months later, my aunt died. Two very powerful and pivotal people in our family. He was 6, she was 66. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but I noted 666. Nothing has been the same. Everything changed. What I believe is that God is speaking. That thing that was over our family, that thing that caused us to walk in flesh outside of our divinity, that yoke is complete. It is destroyed. Here's what I also know. That even if God just allowed me to imagine this so that I could speak it with the conviction that I'm speaking, the power of my word is enough to make what I am saying so. So I declare that there is a fresh wind, a new wind, the divinity of God, that my people who are called by his name will begin to walk in. We will be authentic. We will not shy down nor back down from who we are, the places we are called to be, and the people we are called to serve. We are walking in our divinity. From this day forward, that thing is over, and we are new creatures. We are new creatures. From where I am in New England, Connecticut, which I know is also not by chance. From where I am, up top, I am calling my family forward, upward. It is a divine time. A divine time to renew, restore, get back, and come back. God is calling you back. You may not have even felt like you were ever in, but God knew you before you knew of him, and he had an assignment for you. And so I, as God's woman, as God's prophet, am speaking to each of you to get aligned with what you know in your heart. And I know that every single family member is powerful. I know that you have gifts that you don't even tell people about. I know that you hear, that you feel, that you sense God and things and people and issues. I am putting out a clarion call to do what God, I don't care how old you are. Listen, it has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with the divinity that is within you. This is about the God in you coming forth today, and you freeing yourself to do that, to be that. I love you, but the great God of this universe loves you so much more. Peace.